Several people have recently asked me why I don't approve comments on my posts that include appeals to sickness, calling something sick. Historically speaking, our society deals with things that we think are bad or wrong in one of two ways. We criminalize or pathologize. So for certain things, we send people to jail, historically speaking. For other things, we send people to a mental hospital. And typically anything that we're saying is bad is going to result in one of those two things. So the reason that we do that is because of the difference between the insular cortex and the prefrontal cortex. In the front of the brain, we have logical thinking, we have moral reasoning, we have critical thinking, long-term planning. And in the back of the brain, in the insular cortex, we have the feeling of disgust and revulsion that we get when we see something that we think might make us sick. It's a heuristic, it's a shortcut. Before animals could think, alligators, for example, do not have a prefrontal cortex, but they do have an insular cortex. They see something that might make them sick and they feel sick. And they think, I don't want to feel that way. I'm not going to eat that. But humans attribute that to social behaviors. And it's problematic. Because if you see something that is morally wrong, and instead of using your prefrontal cortex to say, this is wrong for this reason, we shouldn't do it, and you appeal instead to the emotion of, this is wrong because it's against the law. It's a crime, so we shouldn't do it. Criminalization does not make something right or wrong. In the same way, pathologization does not make something right or wrong. There are countless completely normal behaviors and identities that were pathologized as diseases until very recently. The idea of women being independent in the world. Freud would scoff at the idea. And the idea of trans people, the idea of gay people. These things were considered diseases until recently. And that's a bad way to make arguments. We need to think about right and wrong in a way that would work as well today and in the future as it would have in the past when people made incorrect conclusions. And calling something sick is never going to be the right way to make an argument. The video of Trump where he dresses up with Rudy Giuliani and sexually assaults him is wrong because it's a portrayal of him robbing someone of their agency, destroying what it means for them to be an independent person. It's not wrong because it's sick. It's not wrong because it's a crime. Sexual assault would not be okay if it wasn't against the law, because it's robbing someone of their agency, not because it's a crime, not because it's sick.